What's up guys, welcome back. The new Link Vrains pack has been leaked, or a couple of these new Link monsters have been leaked. As we already know, we can expect like a new Burning Abyss monster, new Qliphort Link monster, Gladiator Beast Crystron for example, etc. Lightsworn as well, as you will see in a couple of moments. I believe Shadows has already been leaked also, but not in this particular leak. Again, at least all the links will be in the video description. Currently, the Yu-Gi-Oh! organization indeed has its translation up, but I've seen other translation of the cards prior the translation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, but the effects were kind of different. But I can assume that Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization has the correct ones, due to their credits as a credible source. But again, these new Link monsters, a couple of them are very good support. A couple of them, the other ones, might be iffy if they can actually put like the archetype that they are intended for, like top tier status. So the first one here, let's take a look. First of all, we have Qliphort, a genius. So the new Qliphort Link monster only needs 2 machine type monsters, so somewhat generic, not restricting itself to only needing Qliphort monsters. So again, only 2 machine types. Link 2, most of them here are Link 2, bar I believe the Lightsworn monster. The markers pointing bottom left and bottom right, so opening up 2 extra monster zones in your regular monster zone. It has 3 separate effects. Its first effect, I mean, it's like a Link, just like any other Qliphort monster. Again, when it's Link summoned, and it's pretty much unaffected by the effects of spell and trap cards, and of course, it's also unaffected by the effect of other Link monsters. Again, going into Link formats and, getting more powerful Link monsters released, the third part here is of course becoming much more important. The second effect is also quite good, is that, again, once per turn, you can target one face-up card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls. Negate both effects until the end phase. Okay, that's quite good, boosting up those Qliphort monsters effects. So like a semi-skill drain-like card as well. And then its third effect is also quite nasty. Again, opening up 2 extra monster zones. So when 2 monsters are special summoned to those zones, again, when the markers point to, you can add 1 level 5 or higher machine type monster from your deck to your hand. So instantly searching any Qliphort monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So like Qliphort Disc for example, or any other, right? I believe Towers is still legal in the OCG, right? And again, the OCG got like pretty much all Qliphort cards back to 3. I believe Scout, not really sure, is Scout at 3 in the OCG or still at 2? Not really sure about that, but pretty much everything is at full force, right? For Qliphorts in the OCG, and I'm definitely expecting they are getting back things soon for us TCG players as well. So for Qliphorts, this card is definitely fantastic support. So again, pendulum summoning 2 monsters in their zones that the markers point to, and you can instantly search any Qliphort monster from your deck and add it to your hand. Fantastic support for Qliphorts. The Gladiator Beast monster, on the other hand, is quite good, but probably will not bring the archetype up there, right? So Gladiator Beast Dragasius, I hope I pronounced this right. Also the same markers as the Qliphort monster. It more specific here, it needs 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, and again, 2 separate effects. Its first effect is like a Waboku, built-in Waboku effect. It only activates, or it's only active if a Gladiator Beast monster you control attacks, then that particular monster cannot be destroyed by a battle, and of course your opponent cannot activate any card or card effects until the end of the damage step. And of course, like Gazaris for example, your Gladiator Beast Link monster can tag out himself and special summon 2 GB monsters with different names from your main deck. So that, okay, the Gladiator Beast monster on itself is good, but again, I don't think it will put the archetype like, top tier status, but a good Gladiator Beast monster, definitely. The third one, again, one of the at least for me, I think the most hyped up monster before this, and that's the new BA Link monster, Cherubini Black Angel of Burning Abyss, that will get neutered for us TCG players. It's of course a Link 2, so it needs 2 level 3 monsters, again, somewhat generic, the same markers, bottom left, bottom right, 3 separate effects, again, all of them, I believe, can only be activated once per turn. No, it's indeed the third effect. Its first effect states that, again, monsters discard points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. Very generic, at least not being able to be destroyed. Very, very nice. Something we can, or at least we definitely could have seen coming, getting this effect. Its second effect is that if this card on the field would be destroyed, either, you know, by battle or by your opponent's card effect, you can send one card you control to the graveyard instead. So again, somewhat of a built-in protection effect, making up for its very low attack stat, only 500, but again, built-in protection. But something like Qliphort or a Kaiju, right, the Kaiju can instantly get rid of this beast. And then its third effect is also quite good, a built-in Foolish Burial effect, like send any level 3 monster from your deck to the graveyard and then target one BA monster you control, increase that target's attack and defense by the original attack and defense of the monster sent to the graveyard until the end of this turn. So again, a built-in Foolish Burial effect once per turn. Well, what, as a Burning Abyss player, what do you need more, right? Figure of speech. So will this card, this new Link Burning Abyss, will this put the archetype back on top? I think it definitely will, definitely, especially in the OCG. But for us TCG players as well, the deck will not. At least the deck is still alive, right? The new Lightsworn monster, the new Lightsworn Link monster. Its attack is at 2400, it has 3 markers again, bottom left, bottom right, and 1 pointing upwards. So again, potentially giving your opponent an extra monster zone. And a small downside of this card, it needs 3 monsters. Again, 3 monsters with the same attributes, like all light, but different types. That's not too hard for Lightsworns, you know, warriors, beast types, etc. But its 3 effects are actually also quite good and can somewhat, coming towards to, you know, needing 3 monsters to get it on the field. Again, when it's link summoned, send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. So again, also a built-in Foolish Burial effect. Something like Wolf comes to mind, Trick Clown, but Fairy Tale Snow also something that definitely comes to mind with this first effect. And the second effect, when this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, send the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard. Same for Minerva, bar of course, the destruction effect. And its third effect is also quite good. If this face-up card leaves the field due to, you know, any of your opponent's effects or destroy battle, you can target 1 card, not specific like a spell or monster, so 1 card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. This is something I definitely like, you know, in the good old days, Lightsworn players needed to run like something Beckoning Light, Monster Reincarnation to get back something like maybe Honest or a Judgment Dragon, yeah, mainly Judgment Dragon. So the fact that it leaves the field somewhat replaces itself in the hand, getting back JD, well, if JD is still being played, but any hand trap as well, so definitely a very good card. Then again, the restriction of needing at least 3 monsters to link summon this card, that's a bit iffy, so not really sure about this. But again, on the other side, if it only needed 2 monsters, then ooh, this card would definitely be very, very, very good. It's good, but the 3 monsters, that's a bit scary. A new Crystron monster as well. It has been like a long time ever since I played Crystron, so I'm not that into the archetype anymore. Again, very low attack, only 1500, same markers, pointing bottom left, bottom right, needs 2 monsters including +1, well, 2 tuners, and again, you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is link summoned, you can special summon like 1 level 3 or lower tuner monster from your hand or deck. That's important, and the effects of that monster special summon by this card effect cannot be activated during this turn. Okay, that's fine, I guess, with, you know, their tuners and the possibility of, you know, synchro summon using their special summons during your opponent's turn. And then during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can banish this card to special summon 1 tuner synchro monster from your extra deck. Okay, again, hinting or giving this deck more tools to, you know, synchro summon during your opponent's turn, or at least play during your opponent's turn, that is. But again, it has been a long time ever since I played Crystron, so I'm not really sure if this card is going to put them like up there. The last card that has been, well, leaked is an Hieratic monster. Indeed, Hieratic Seal of Celestial Spheres. Again, a very low attack, only 0 attack. It needs 2 light, at least, yeah, generic. 2 dragon type monsters, 0 attack, 2 markers pointing bottom left, bottom right. It's an okay card, but it's not like, whoa, this card is insane. But again, once per turn during your opponent's turn, so restricted during your opponent's turn, it's like a compulsory evacuation device. Tribute 1 monster you control, so like triggering like an Hieratic monster from your hand, for example, or you can just tribute itself to, you know, return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. So just tribute itself and then get its second effect, so when this card is tributed, special summon 1 dragon type monster from your hand or deck and make its attack 0. So again, it's like an Atum as well, like a combination between those. So the card is okay, only needs, it is somewhat generic, needing 2 dragon type monsters, but okay, it gives Hieratics an extra tool, but it's not going to, like, at least the way I see it now, it's not going to solve their core problem of, you know, consistency, risking of, you know, going into your opponent's backcourt. Then again, the new Giant Trinate, localized Trinate, is definitely something that can give Hieratics like a small boost of, you know, bouncing back those strikes and face down back row. Nonetheless, the Burning Abyss monster, one of the at least for me, the most anticipated monsters coming out really soon. Definitely very solid support for the Burning Abyss. It will definitely put the archetype up there, at least for the other monsters. The Qliphort monster also, but you know, it needs more, at least for us TCG players, we need those restricted cards back if Qliphorts want to have a shot again at being competitive. So I'm sure many more monsters will be revealed soon, like the Shaddoll probably as well. So okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.